Hi, my name's Tony Fernandez. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm the lead of content moderation here at Twitter. Before I get started, I would just like to acknowledge that Twitter's head office occupies the unceded ancestral homelands of the Rami-Tushulani peoples, who are the original inhabitants of the San Francisco Peninsula. It's not theirs in the sense that we've ever provided them any sort of compensation, nor do we intend to, but we contribute with our words, which is basically as good as money to them. Fun fact, they don't even believe in money, or have a word for it. The reason I'm making this video is in response to Elon Musk recently purchasing 9% of Twitter. Normally I wouldn't dare call out a neurodivergent African American. However, I feel compelled to, as our democracy and the safety of my coworkers is at stake. Mr. Musk has accused Twitter of being against free speech. However, Vladimir Putin and the head of the Taliban both have accounts on our platform. Explain that. We can't. I mean, you can't.
All right, guys, so what you just saw there was a little kind of skit from Danny Polishchuk, and I'm going to link to that video in the description so you guys can see the full thing. It's actually pretty funny. Okay, it is a parody of the meltdown that is happening at Twitter, right, in regards to these employees and how they're so upset that Elon Musk is trying to take over the company. Now, as you guys should know, Elon Musk submitted a formal offer to buy the company, buy all of Twitter, and the board, right, has to now consider whether or not they're going to accept Elon Musk's offer. Now, yesterday, we got a hint as to how Twitter would respond to Elon Musk, as apparently there was a meeting that was held by Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal with the employees, the woke employees that are so afraid of Elon Musk taking over Twitter because he might allow free speech, right? He held a meeting with them to calm their nerves, as he says, look, Elon Musk is not going to hold us hostage. We're going to seriously consider this bid, but you know, we're going to basically fight back against this hostile takeover, right? We're not just going to let this guy come in and take over the company and change the culture and do all this stuff, right? He tried to ease their concerns, okay, and to try to cut out the distractions. Right? So again, that basically was an early indication that Twitter was not just going to let this happen, even though Elon Musk gave them an offer that they honestly have to take from a fiduciary standpoint. Okay, he basically made an offer to buy them for $43 billion-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. You get different numbers depending on what source you read, but in that ballpark, Twitter's worth about 36, 37 billion. So he's offering like a 16, 17% premium. Okay. The board has a fiduciary responsibility, aka they have to do what is in the best interest of the shareholders. The shareholders are in it for the money. They have a fiduciary responsibility to accept that offer. Okay. However, because we're in a culture war, okay, a fight for free speech, and Twitter is basically a battleground for free speech, as it is effectively a public forum. That's what its purpose should be, right? That's what the original purpose I think was. They don't want to give up this power to Elon Musk. Okay, they really don't, because they know that Elon Musk is going to allow free speech on the platform, and they don't like free speech. They don't like free speech because free speech allows people to hear opinions that they don't want you to hear, opinions that they deem to be wrong opinions, right? Wrong think, okay? That they don't want you to hear that stuff, okay? You might not agree with the Democrat Party, right? So you've had all types of takes on Twitter that have been clear-cut examples of how the liberal left does not believe in the First Amendment. They don't believe in free speech, the spirit of free speech at all, okay? I mean, you have people going as far as to say that it could be World War III if Elon Musk takes over Twitter, okay? But I'm serious, guys. They actually really do want to control what you think. If you don't believe me, just listen to MSNBC literally tell you that it is our job to control what you think. Take a look.
Who were Trump voters and are still Trump supporters, they go, yeah, you guys are going crazy. He's doing, what are you so surprised about? He's doing exactly what he said he's going to do.
Well, and I think that the dangerous, edges here are that he's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts, And it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah, if you look at the issues, Yamiche is right. He's doing exactly what he said. It's
right.
Yeah, so they're coming right out and telling you exactly, like, no. It's our job, the media, to control what people think. We cannot have free speech, because if we have free speech, then we can't control what people think. Guys, the agenda is clear, right? If you don't see it by now, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Even Vanguard came in and swooped in to buy more shares of Twitter in order to make them officially the largest shareholder instead of Elon Musk, okay? The establishment is moving heavily, right, to try to stop Elon Musk from making this purchase. And all you got to do is just ask yourself, why, right? Why would they do that? Why are they so afraid of simply allowing people to express their opinions on a platform? Why are they so afraid of that? There's a reason, okay? There's a reason. It's very simple. But we're going to get into the nitty gritty here in regards to Twitter's response to Elon Musk's offer. Now, they can't outright reject Elon Musk's offer. I think they might get in some legal trouble for that, because I told you guys the whole fiduciary thing, okay? So they're trying to buy themselves some time by enacting what is called a poison pill in the whole finance industry, right? In which they basically going to try to dilute Elon Musk's ownership in Twitter to prevent him from buying more shares to take over the company. So let's read about that so you guys can understand exactly what's happening here. Twitter's board of directors has adopted a limited term shareholder rights plan called a poison pill that can make it harder for Elon Musk to acquire the company. The quote-unquote poison pill provision announced in a press release Friday preserves the right for Twitter shareholders other than Musk to acquire more shares of the company at a relatively inexpensive price, effectively diluting Musk's stake. The provision will be triggered if Musk or any other investor acquires more than 15% of the company's shares. Musk currently owns around 9% of Twitter's shares. Okay, so basically what happens here, right? If Elon Musk acquires more than 15% of the company's shares, this poison pill provision is activated, right? In which now everybody else except Elon Musk can literally buy more shares of Twitter at a discounted price, okay, which effectively will dilute Elon Musk's ownership. Now, the reason why this is done is because it effectively makes it harder for Elon Musk to buy Twitter. Now, it doesn't stop him from buying Twitter. It just means it's going to be a lot more expensive, okay? Imagine you're in a situation, right, where you own a certain percentage of a company and your percentage is going down because other shareholders in the company are able to acquire more shares of the company at inexpensive prices, but you can't, right? You can't. Okay, so they're gonna buy out more shares of the company, basically making your ownership stake less, right? So what happens is that Elon Musk, if he actually really wants to buy the company, right, he would effectively have to pay more money because his ownership has been diluted. So this move doesn't completely block Elon Musk from buying Twitter. It's basically Twitter saying, if you want Twitter, right, if you want to buy us, you're gonna have to pay more than $43 billion, right? You're gonna have to really pay up if you want this company, okay? I mean, it is flat out discrimination against an African American, right? Twitter is racist for this. Where are all the race crusaders when this company is effectively keeping an African American man from owning a major social media platform? This is a civil rights violation, right? Where are the race crusaders on this, right? I don't understand. They try to keep an African American man down. But on a serious note, though, this is not uncommon, okay, when companies don't want to be taken over, right? That's why they call these takeovers hostile, right? Hostile means that the company that's being taken over doesn't actually want to be taken over, okay? So they do stuff like this in order to prevent the hostile company from taking them over, okay? So this is not out of the ordinary. This is just Twitter effectively saying we don't want Elon Musk to buy our company, right? But they can't just flat out reject Elon Musk's offer because, again, fiduciary responsibility. The move marks an effort by Twitter's board to wrestle back some control in the deal after Musk's stunning acquisition offer. The poison pill, a corporate anti-takeover defense mechanism, won't necessarily stop Musk's bid in its tracks, but it could make buying the company more expensive or force Musk to the negotiating table with the board. Quote, the rights plan will reduce the likelihood that any entity, person, or group gains control of Twitter through open market accumulation without paying all shareholders an appropriate control premium or without providing the board sufficient time to make informed judgments and take actions that are in the best interest of shareholders, the company said in its statement. Musk did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The Tesla and SpaceX CEO on Thursday offered to acquire all the shares in Twitter he does not own for $54.20 per share, valuing the company at $41.4 billion. That represents a 38% premium over the closing price on April 1st, the last trading day before Elon Musk disclosed that he became Twitter's biggest shareholder, and an 18% premium over its closing price Wednesday. The deal offer came 10 days after Musk first disclosed that he had become Twitter's largest shareholder. He has since been eclipsed by the Vanguard Group. The offer capped out a whirlwind 10-day period during which Musk revealed he had become the company's largest shareholder, accepted a position on the board only to ditch it, and tweeted about how Twitter may be dying and should consider eliminating the W from its name, among other suggestions. The company now appears to be prepping for what could be a drawn-out acquisition drama. Bushweb analyst Dan Ives called the poison pill a predictable defensive measure by Twitter's board and added, "We believe Musk and his team expected this poker move." Ives also noted that there's a risk that Twitter's plan could get challenged by Musk or other shareholders in court, which could put the board in a position of defending that the plan was in the best interest of the shareholders. Even so, there seems to be sincere doubts about whether Musk, a successful but sometimes erratic entrepreneur who ended up in hot water with regulators in 2018 after falsely suggesting that he had secured funding to take Tesla private, is serious about moving forward with the deal. All right, so the rest of that article basically outlines how Elon Musk says that, hey, I'm not necessarily sure if I'll actually be able to acquire this company for $42 billion because remember, guys, Elon Musk, his net worth is like $300 billion, but that doesn't mean he has $300 billion in cash, okay? And $42 billion is still a large chunk of money to take out of a $300 billion net worth, okay? It is. It's hard to have that much cash, right? So who knows if he'll actually be able to acquire it. And apparently this poison pill is in effect for 1 year. Okay, so we'll see what happens. But it seems like Elon Musk is going to have to reveal his hand, right? He claims that if Twitter denies his bid, then he has a plan B. I guess we're going to see what that plan B is. He can fight out in court. He could still try to take it over. He could up his price. He could up his bid. He could negotiate. He could, I don't know, fold and say, hey, I want to be on the board now. There's multiple things that he could do. We really don't know. He could take his ball and go home, right? He could do that as well, too. We really don't know at this point. But I'm excited to watch this drama play out here because it has real-world implications. It literally is the 2022 fight for free speech, okay? And that doesn't just have an effect on America. It also could have an effect on free speech around the world because Twitter is a global platform, okay? And again, we're seeing that fight happen right in front of our eyes. And it is really fascinating to see it unfold. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.